everybody, it's time to LOL. Listen out loud, that is. It's time for Anime Jam Session with DJ Ranma S, Mako-chan, and Ari Rockefeller.
Hey everybody, welcome to Anime Jam Session. We are that podcast that talks about anime, games, conventions, the fandom, geek stuff, and everything in between. I'm DJ Ranma S.
I'm Mako-chan.
I am Wild Spice.
Yes, and if you had shown up on time, I could have had you all set up. I pinged you twice, darling daughter of mine.
I forgot. I thought, I'm so used to it being 9:30, so that was why.
Oh,
Sorry.
Well, it's cool. It's cool. But according to Theo, it's become more of the Wild Spice show. I mean, if that gets us ratings, hot tamales, I guess.
The good old Wild Spice show.
We're low. That's a little bit of spice there. See, that's what you need to do. You need to come up with your own 11 mixed blend of hot spices and sell them.
There you go.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Oh.
All the spice.
So you've been watching Dune again, huh? Okay, enough of the shenanigans. We've fallen way off course, so we gotta get things going around here. Like I said, we are that podcast that talks about anime, games, conventions, the fandom, geek stuff, and everything in between. And next thing I want to ask is, how is everybody doing tonight?
Meh.
Alright. The Zenkai-Con schedule came out, so that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah. I'm good. I'm good. And Theo X75 is eating Church's chicken while he's watching. Good for you. I don't even think there's a Church's chicken up here in New York City.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's like I've always said. People argue between KFC and Popeyes, and then Popeyes and Church's and all of that. But you know what? I'm like, y'all can argue about that shit all you want. I'm going to the halal spot. I mean, at least there, I can get 4 pieces, 2 sides, a biscuit, and a soda for $10. So,
Truth.
well, yeah. And well, Mako, I found one of your buddies in the chat. Just saying. And I see the beer, he says, falafel with whole peppercorns. Oh, good lord. Good lord. Ugh. Okay. Let's continue along this beaten path here. So, we are live tonight, week of March 15th, 2022, right here on Twitch TV. You can find us here live Tuesdays from 9 to 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time, which I need to update on when we advertise, because in one of the groups I promoted in, someone gave me grief that I had EST down instead of EDT. It doesn't matter. At least you just understand what time you're supposed to be there, unless you live in a state that doesn't support it, daylight savings, and I don't know what to tell you. But
We might be staying on this time.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind it. I mean, I kind of smiled looking out the window and knowing at 5 o'clock it was still daylight out, and then coming up on the subway, around like 7, like around 6:45, like 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
It was still daylight out. I'm okay with that. See, the beer says, I hate waking up before the sun rises. Yeah, I know that feeling. So, anywho, you can always check us out here at Twitch TV /Anime Jam Session on those Tuesdays. And sometimes we'll go live during the week for special presentations and stuff. I'm kind of still working on that. Once I finish revamping the our new Twitch layout, which is going to look the same, but it just makes it easier in the back end for me to switch things around. So, no more getting on at 8:30, seeing who's on, pulling up the right layout, and making last-minute Photoshop adjustments. Yeah, can't be me anymore. Anywho. And don't forget, we're part of the Voice of Geeks Network at vognetwork.com. And you can find out more information about them at vognetwork.com. And they also stream here on Twitch. You will find them along with us at Twitch TV/VogNetwork. They kick things off on Sundays at 8 p.m. with the Bobby Blackwolf Show, followed by Orange Lounge Radio at 9. And we're also on Discord. You can find us at vognetwork.com/Discord. Every show that's been part of the Voice of Geeks Network has their own channel, so come through, hang out, and say hi, Good stuff. So now we got that out the way, we're going to go around the room. How was your week? How was your day? Mako.
I'm freaking tired because of the damn time change and not sleeping any this weekend. But in good news, the kitten is out and exploring the house and actually crawling up in bed and being a complete mushball, and I love it.
But the kitty still looks at you like, I still own your ass.
Actually, the kitten looks at me like, oh my god, what the fuck? Who are you? And runs. Damien's the one that looks at me and goes, hi, I own you.
Well, that too. Because we could definitely hear him tonight. Wild Spice, how have you been? How was your week? How was your day?
I'm good. I was sharing that article about Senate passed the bill, or they voted unanimously to just do away with daylight savings time. But we'll see what happens with that.
It has to pass in the House, and then then our buddy Biden will sign off on it. So
I can't imagine them not signing off on it, but we'll see. Stranger things have happened.
I believe it.
I've been doing okay. I've been having a couple weeks of just rough mental time, just with everything going on and just being bleh. But I'm excited for ZenkaiCon next week. We have our schedule for it finally, so that's really awesome.
Sounds like you need a lot of hugs.
Yeah, hugs. What are those? So excited for that, and also I was showing my husband the schedule, and he didn't realize Bo Billingsley was going to be there, and he's super excited because he loves the Blob. So he's super excited for that. It was just great. Other than that, though, trying to get some cosplays done for next weekend. So hooray!
That's good. I kind of know that feeling. So my weekend day has been the same with work and so forth, and then I opened up the ye old cosplay drawer and started going through cosplays that I am bringing, and I've already ordered bigger pants for Artemis because, Pandemic 25, or in my case, Pandemic 50, so either or.
I feel you on the pandemic. I'm going to put XX because I don't know exactly how many pounds, but I feel you on that.
Look, I kind of started my diet last week, and so far I'm enjoying the food. The problem is I keep bringing fresh food home from work, and it's like, well, I don't need to make that because I have this, which is just as healthy. So And I see the Berry says the COVID-19.
COVID-19.
In my case, it's the COVID-49. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most people gained some amount of weight during pandemic, and now we're all just trying to work it off now. So.
Exactly, and it's hard going upstairs when you're wearing a mask. It's like that scene from Spaceballs. I can't breathe in this thing, So I got that. Some packages showed up today, so I will be throwing on the slacks that I bought. Make sure they fit. They should fit because instead of getting the next size up, I had to get the next size up after that because they didn't have the size I needed in stock. Another site on Amazon had it, but it wouldn't arrive until the Monday after Zenkai. And I'm like, you're no good to me. So that's that, they fit the way they do fit. And if they're that baggy, they may just be perfect for me when I do part 4 Jotaro. So the shoes came in. That's all said and done. That's fine. I finished the outline for my panel, which I will get into during housekeeping. Other than that, it's alright. It's alright. Right now, I am just content, and I'm perfectly okay with that. All right, moving right along to housekeeping. If this thing will actually change.
Housekeeping.
There we go. I really need to put up a new layout to do this. So here's some updates for you. Don't forget, you can watch episodes going back to last year on our YouTube page at youtube.com/anime jam session. Just click on podcast VODs and you'll find the episodes there. See what else do we have here. I'm going to skip the link for the Pro Shop because I don't think they brought it back up yet, so I will be holding off on that. And we have our list of upcoming conventions. We have 7 conventions here listed as of now. This list can change at any given time, depending on if we feel like going, if it's safe, and all that good stuff. So, is that LaCroix you're drinking?
Yes, don't judge me.
What flavor?
Limoncello.
That was not bad. That was not bad.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm now a LaCroix drinker.
Look,
now everyone judges me.
Please. I'll drink it if it's on sale, just so you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I got like 3 cases of left here and 1 case in the fridge. Once I get down to that last case, time to go on Target and order 8 more.
There you go.
So, upcoming conventions. I also realized WinterCon was this past weekend. I should have went, but well, I'll go next year. But for us, ZenkaiCon, March 25th to the 27th at the Lancaster County Convention Center in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Castle Point Anime Convention at the Secaucus Expo Center in Secaucus, New Jersey, April 30th to May 1st. CloverCon at the East Brunswick 4-H Club, May 15th. I think you should join us with that, Wild Spice. I think you'll like it. It's just a thought. That's all.
I'm shooting a wedding that day, actually.
well, then never mind.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's good. We have Anime Next, June 10th to 12th at the Atlantic City Convention Center in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And wait, hold on. I need to... There's this tiny little convention in Pennsylvania. All right. ShikariCon, August 20th to the 21st, Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania. Yeah, we will be there. Don't worry. We will be there. Pop Cult Anime Convention, August 27th to the 28th, Boston, Massachusetts. And RetroCon at the Oaks Convention Center, April 24th to the 25th at Oaks, Pennsylvania. And again, these are the conventions that we have listed. They may change at any given time, so if we don't go, we don't go. So. Then again, I'm kind of liking small to mid-range, just a little large type conventions, because those types of cons don't get enough love out there.
We were actually we were talking about that with planning for ShikariCon. I'm not the con chair. Someone else is running it, but I'm the person behind the scenes helping. But we were talking about how we were reaching out to some of our vendors, and a lot of our vendors were really excited for ShikariCon because it's a small con, and they're like, I want to go to more smaller conventions. Like, smaller conventions might be something we see more of the vibe for people, especially if they're especially with just how things have been the past 2 years. Yeah. People might be like, I want to go to something a little bit smaller than bigger.
Because I'm kind of hoping Zenkai gets a decent turnout where I can walk the hallways and not feel crowded and still have time to do a couple of shoots and other things, because I'm going to try to do at least 2 photo shoots next weekend outside of my usual group of people. Speaking of, are you still taking photo shoot commissions or no?
Yes. So last call.
That's why we have the Wild Spice Photography logo up on our up on our screen.
I'll throw the link in chat to the forum. But excuse me. Yeah. This will be last call for sessions. because my schedule's pretty much locked in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also a masquerade judge, so if you were at the Zenkai-Con masquerade on Saturday night, you'll see me there.
Yep. Sweet. All that and more at facebook.com/wildspicephotography.
Yes.
There we go. And as TheoX75 says, support small cons, help up-and-coming creators. Oh, yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what else we have here. Geek Roundtable. This is the part of the show where we talk about more of our geekier aspects of our week. You know what? Take it away, Mako-chan.
Yeah. So, as you can see, I have been pulling out various things from my collection now that I get to unpack them. So, for those Moonies out there, this is the original OG US version of the Moonwand. It lights up, it makes noise, it, does that whole glittery thing. It has 3 different tunes that it plays. But yeah, so this is the US version again. So not the completely sought after original Japanese version. The US versions are not as in demand, but yeah, I went crazy when KB Toys was going out of business and bought all their Sailor Moon crap.
That was a smart move.
Yeah, if you guys know KB Toys.
Mm-hmm. And there was
good old KB Toys.
I mean, I remember going to KB, picking up some cool Sega Master System games back in the day. Just so you know, if you don't know what Sega Master System was, that was Sega's answer to the Nintendo Entertainment System. So, and there was talk of a company bringing back KB Toys. I think they should. I mean, why not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is an Irwin toy.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, in chat, the brand that listed Beryl as what, 25?
Hey, she looks good for 25. 25 going on 3,000. Oh, hey. I mean, when you sell your soul to Queen Metalia, you definitely look young. Just saying.
I used to have the first Sailor Moon one, the American version. I used to have it.
Okay.
It had the ring that popped out in the middle, and
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what you did with it. You were just like, woo.
I'll tell you this: if I had any idea about them closing them stores out, I would have stocked up on shit too. So Anywho, Wild Spice, what do you have for a Geek Roundtable today?
My hat.
Hello,
you can see my hat.
Hello Kitty as Naruto Uzumaki, or in this case, Miyauki.
Yeah, apparently there's a Sanrio and Naruto collab, so there's some stuff out there, especially like at BoxLunch and BoxLunch. If you don't know what BoxLunch is, it's similar to Hot Topic, but
same
it's
company.
Yeah. So BoxLunch has some stuff. This hat's actually from GameStop. My hubby and I went to GameStop one day, and we saw it there. It actually was on clearance, so I got it because Hello Kitty, and he likes Naruto, so it was a win-win because he also wears the hat. So there you go.
Well, don't forget Sanrio had a collab with Hello Kitty and My Hero Academia.
Yeah, that
year.
too.
Yep.
I saw that stuff too. Still waiting for Hello Kitty and Transformers. Actually, I think there's Hello Kitty and Gundam as well.
Oh God, don't get started on that. Somebody on this.
I'm pretty sure there's Hello Kitty.
I'm pretty sure Hello Kitty did collaborate with Gundam.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw it in the store.
What?
The Kitty collab with. Yep, I found it. There's a collection. I'm going to drop it in chat. There's a Hello Kitty and Gundam collection, everyone. Please walk to the website. Don't run.
right
There you
now, I am picturing Hello Kitty as Hiro Yui with her arm out with the detonator blowing up her Gundam.
Oh, the bomber jacket's really cute, but it's sold out, and I'm now sad. But yeah, there's some cute stuff there.
There you go. All right, so for my geek roundtable, I pulled out something old school classic anime. I was talking with my friend GBT for cosplay, and we were just talking about anime and stuff, and we got into talking about Sakura Wars, and it's one of her favorite animes. And
Such a good anime.
Yeah. Did you play the game?
No, I did not play the game, but I've seen some of the anime.
Do you have a PS4?
Yes.
It's the digital deluxe version is like $30 on the website. You might be able to find it for like 20 on Amazon or something. I'll look for it later and send you the link. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a fun game, and I like how they put it all together. So as we were talking, and I said to her that we started talking about the movie, and I'm like, I haven't seen the movie. I've seen some of the TV series when I used to collect the fan sub tapes, which disappeared somewhere. But I went out and I bought the box set, which was like all 26 episodes on like 2 or 3 Blu-rays, SD on BRs as they call it. So I went looking and I found this. Sakura Wars the movie.
Ooh, nice.
It was on sale on Amazon, so I went and picked up and bought it. And I think it's an import, quote unquote, because there is a Canadian home video sticker on the box.
Ha! Nice.
Yeah. Says 14 and up. So, hey, whatever works. And the sad part is that will be on the stack of other cheap anime that I bought that I have yet to watch or started watching and just kind of fell to the wayside. I mean, when you got all these streaming services, it's like, oh, I want to check that out. I want to check that out. And then you realize you've cracked open a DVDs that you started and just haven't finished, And it's like they put out all of Nuka Nuka on Blu-ray, and I'm just sitting here going, I had the DVD box set. I feel justified if I just pull the trigger and buy the Blu-ray. Because number one, back there, the box set is somewhere back there on the shelf that I can't access. But I know if I get the Blu-ray, it'll go up on the top, under the top 2 shelves I can easily reach over and grab. That reminds me, I have to reach out to CloverCon. I think I have some anime to give them because I've started picking up stuff on Blu-ray, so I'm stuck with the DVDs. So I figure, why sell them? Just donate them. Because by the time you put it up for sale, and the money you spend on shipping, what else is there? So, enough about that. Let's get into tonight's news. And I just want you all to know that we know about the conflict with Russia and Ukraine. We know what's going on. We haven't really mentioned it because there hasn't been much of any stories relating to that. I mean, kind of, sort of, but nothing really impactful until a few days ago. So, Mako-chan will tell us what's going on with anime in Russia.
Yeah, so it looks like a bunch of services are actually pulling out of Russia, and it's all over the place. It's not just, certain things. There are a lot of American brands, American companies that are doing what they can to boycott what's going on. And the most obvious way is to, stop streaming, stop sending things over. I know that McDonald's, anything that is not a private franchise is being shut down. Anything that is a private franchise basically bought the name to be used. They are still open because legally they can't shut it down because, it's technically the name being rented kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But in solidarity, a lot of the companies are not allowing Stream to go through into Russia. They're closing down games in Russia. So Sony owned anime streaming services Crunchyroll and Wakanami. They announced that they are suspending services in Russia due to the current issues that are going over there. Mobile apps may still work for paying subscribers, but they are trying to basically sever the streaming completely in Russia. Sony Music Entertainment, they are suspending sales, and they are also suspending sales of the PlayStation software and hardware in Russia. Nintendo confirmed that they are also suspending sales and product shipments to Russia due to basically they don't trust the validity of the surrounding and the logistics of shipping and distributing physical goods, just because there's a war. So obviously games are also not being shipped. Niantic announced that they are going to be not allowing downloads for Pokemon Go, Pikmin Bloom, and any other games that they are a part of, to stand with the global community in hoping for peace and a rapid resolution. So that's, they're all over the place. Movie studios, Disney, Universal, Sony Pictures, and Paramount Pictures have also halted film releases in Russia. Apple and Microsoft have ceased sales and services in Russia. Netflix suspended streaming service in Russia, and it had earlier decided not to carry 20 Russian channels, including the state-run Channel 1. Amazon announced that they are halting Amazon Prime streaming services in Russia. So this is a very big thing, and it will continue to go on as is. Koei Tecmo is donating money to the Ukraine. Good Smile announced that they are suspending and canceling orders in Russia. So it's all over, trying to show the solidity that we are not going to allow for whatever's going on. A lot of people have been calling it the false war and crap like that, but it's a lot of people trying to stand together with their wallets, basically. So a lot of companies are pulling out of Russia. A lot of companies are not allowing sales or anything like that. Anything that they can get away with, they are going to be, pulling from these things. I know certain websites won't allow anything to basically open up, including porn websites. I know there are a couple of them that are canceling. They're canceling subscriptions for those that are in Russia. They are, blocking for those that are in Russia. So, this is a big thing when even the porn industry is getting into this as well, to try and, again, use their wallets to show that, they're not in agreement of this.
Now, if you're wondering about all of this, about the discontinuation and so forth, you have to understand there are sanctions against Russia, including financial sanctions. There is a major financial network that Russia was connected to, but they have been cut from that financial network. So if you are a content creator, a lot of those sites relied on that network. Since they're not connected to that anymore, content creators aren't making any money. But you also got to understand, a lot of companies use that same financial network as well. So instead of trying to create an alternate means, they just got to close up shop. That's basically what it's boiled down to. Now, there is talk of VPN sales sales in Russia. Now, it's this so-called war has been going on for about a month, but there has been no sign of VPN sales going up. Now, and I think also internet services have been cut, so it's like severely limited in some places. I, I think that's happening. But also, Russia is trying to pass a law which will legalize bootlegging so that they can continue doing the stuff that they need to do. So that's going to happen. And if that does pass, in a way, you won't need a VPN to download and torrent. Well, I guess you still do, but it just means it's just more, you're more allowed to do something like that. So all we can do is sit back and watch this play out, because that's all we can really do. So, Now, enough about that. Let's talk about a good president. And I don't mean Obama. Let's see here. We're going to talk about the president of Chile. He received a Squirtle as the administrator's starter Pokemon. I think that's really cute. Okay? So basically, President-elect Gabriel Boric Font has welcomed guests as he settled into his new role ahead of his inauguration, including the Minister of State of Foreign Affairs for Japan, Kiyoshi Odawara, who brought the president-elect a unique gift, a plush Squirtle, when they first met in Santiago. The 36-year-old Boric has previously shared that he's a fan of the anime, and the water-type Pokemon was his starter choice when he played the original games. He wrote on Instagram, "I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Thank you, Japan, for this Squirtle." Boric won the vote against his opponent, Jose Antonio Cast, in the runoff election held on December 19th. He will be the youngest president in Chilean history. He is not only an anime fan among Chilean politicians. Lawmaker Pamela Giles gained international attention in 2020 for performing the Naruto run throughout Congress to celebrate the passage of the COVID-19 emergency aid in the lower house. I mean, if more of our politicians were anime fans, maybe this country wouldn't be as so messed up as it is. I mean, well, I think it'd probably be a lot more messed up, but we have a lot more stuff of what we want, Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah. Right, there we go. I mean, imagine, the next presidential inauguration and the president-elect is a freaking weeb. Could you imagine a sheer number of cosplayers sitting just out there on the lawn for the ceremony? Could you just imagine that shit? And then whoever the president-elect is comes out dressed as the next Hokage.
I'm a be Hokage! No.
God. Hey, anything is plausible, All right, now, as you can see, we're kind of a bit on a Pokemon theme here tonight, but now we have heard stories, if not on this show, other shows and news of people getting caught with COVID loans for stupid reasons, And I just think this one is one of the dumbest reasons out there. So, Wild Spice, could you tell these people what the hell happened?
So, the U.S. Department of Justice revealed on Monday that a Georgia man who fraudulently applied for a COVID-19 disaster relief loan has been sentenced to 36 months in federal prison. He pled guilty to using $57,789 of the $85,000 loan he received from an economic injury disaster loan to purchase a Pokémon trading card.
Wow.
He was also fined $10,000 and ordered to pay restitution of the loan's full amount. Womp womp. The Pokemon card in question was simply described by the Department of Justice simply as Charizard. Was forfeited to prosecutors. They reported a first edition Charizard card with a 9.5 gem mint rating was sold at the PWCC marketplace for $57,789 in late December. According to court documents and testimony, Vinath Odumsine applied for the loan in around July 2020, claiming he ran an entertainment service business in Dublin with 10 employees and a gross revenue of $235,000 in the 12 months preceding the pandemic. Yeah.
Sure you did. Sure you did, buddy.
Just gotta have that Pokemon, gotta have that Charizard card. So important.
And as VX8 asks, damn, the original Holo Charizard goes for that much these days? I don't...
Yep.
Did they say it was a holographic one?
No, it just says it was a first edition with a 9.5 gem.
It's probably it was, you know.
Probably was holographic then.
Wait, nope. It was holographic. If you go into the article link from Polygon, they say it's a holographic one. Okay,
well.
Yep. Good Lord.
Oh, yeah, first edition shadowless and holographic, so didn't have the shadow either.
I don't know. I think if it was me, I would have thrown that money into Bitcoin and been like, yeah, good luck getting that money back.
Yeah.
Let me cash out and drive away. Let me stop.
I just love the Department of Justice. Charizard. Just Charizard. That's it.
And I bet you there was somebody on that team doing the investigation that had to do the face palm, you know? Like, really? Seriously?
Or do a double take. Like, wait a minute. They're talking about the Charizard?
I think if it was me, if I was on that team, I'd look at my boss and be like, take the glasses off. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? A Charizard. And this is the part where I get up out of my seat, but where are you going? I need to take a walk because I don't believe what the hell you just told me.
Yeah. What universe are we in?
Mm-hmm. And as Slime Boy says, I want to feel bad, but when I heard it was kind of funny, yeah. Also, if you're going to finagle funds like that, don't make it that obvious. Just saying. That's like you winning the lottery, and next thing you know, you just walking around with the best fits and the new Jordans, you know, and people know, where do you get that money? No, you don't do that. You don't do that. You get slightly nicer clothes. You know, you keep shopping at Skechers and Old Navy. Well, you can shop at the Gap now, but nobody's gonna know that you got all that money. Just saying. Okay, now on to sadder news today, and this is kind of sad though, because their new anime is coming out like in July, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, you know, hurts.
So the Nakayoshi magazine announced on Monday that manga artist Mia Ikumi passed away on March 7th due to a hemorrhage surrounding the brain. So obviously her most iconic work is the Tokyo Mew Mew. She was a part of the team doing the new anime. She had, voiced opinions and ideas and things like that going into it. So yes, and so the announcement added that Ikumi had been overseeing the anime production and the work on the new manga edition for the past 2 years. and that the anime production will continue carrying with it Akumi's wishes. So she did still have a big part of what was going on, and they are going to continue with her wishes. Hopefully, I mean, as of right now, it looks like it's just the anime and the new manga edition, because there's new art for the new manga editions and all of that. So we wish her family well.
Mm-hmm.
And this is definitely a really shitty thing to find out about.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, crap like this, cerebral hemorrhaging and stuff like that, you don't really know that it's coming. It's not like there's really any way to predict something like that. So it's a really shitty way to it's a really shitty thing to hear.
Verily. Well, at least she's in a better place, looking down, watching the anime when it comes out. I tend to think that's basically is it. So good time. We'll try to have good times all around about that. Oh, let's see what else we have here. I don't know if you heard, but Toei Animation was hacked. I guess I guess you could call it poetic justice since Toei Animation went after like various YouTubers and other people for using their work on what they were doing. So so I guess it's poetic justice if you want to call it that. But generally when you're hacked, there's going to be downtime to get the servers and everything back up and running before you can figure out what the hell happened, how can we stop this, and what we can do from here. And because of this, some animes are not going to be aired. It seems that last Friday, Friday before last, I think, on March 6th, an unauthorized third-party accessed their network. That resulted in a suspension of some of the company's streams. Toei is investigating in this, but this hack into their systems has affected the broadcast schedules of One Piece, Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai, which is one anime I do need to sit down and watch, Delicious Party Precure, and Digimon Ghost Game. For Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai, episode 73 will not air that Saturday as planned. They will air episode 31 instead. They will announce at a later date on March 19th as to what's going on with that. On the Twitter account for Digimon Ghost Game, episode will air on March 20th. So there's a marathon going on the weekend prior, so no episode was slated to air this past weekend. On the official website for One Piece, the staff announced more details about the show's starting schedule, with the episode of March 20 to air at a later date. The Twitter account for Delicious Party Precure stated that episode 6 of the show is delayed and will not air on March 13 as planned. They will re-air episode 4 instead. So hopefully, like in the next couple of weeks, things will get back to normal. They can continue to airing the anime and then proper orders. If not, what will happen is they'll probably air another repeat or something along those lines. And now we're down to our last story of the night. Wild Spice, take it away.
All right. So, we're going to be getting the Dragon Ball Symphonic Adventure Orchestral Concert in Los Angeles in May 21st.
Sounds cool.
Toei and Overlook Events announced on Tuesday that the Dragon Ball Symphonic Adventure live orchestral concert series will open at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles on May 21st. Tickets for the show went on sale this past Friday. Overlook Events, known for Saint Seiya's Symphonic Adventures, producing the concert, which will be the first show of a U.S. tour. Toei and Overlook will announce more tour dates and venues at a later time. Eric Roth was scheduled to conduct the orchestra in its premiere. However, the staff canceled the performance due to the COVID situation. Let me see, because its premiere performance was Chicago in March of 2020, which is when everything started with the pandemic. But the concert series will feature musical arrangements and timed visuals from the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z anime. The Dragon Ball Symphonic Adventure premiered in Paris, France in May 2017. So it's kicking off, and that's going to be in some other places. That's really cool. Are we going to hear Chala Head Chala done by the orchestra?
I hope so.
Can Hironobu Kageyama come out on the stage with the orchestra back up and sing it?
Maybe. I'm all for it.
Chala, hey, chala.
Now the theme is running through my head. And now the American version of the theme is running through my head. Which
Dragon, rock
the dragon, Dragon Ball Z. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that theme is in one of the Taiko Drum Master games.
Yeah, it is.
Thought so. Hold on.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes, Yadabiri, the Lucky Star cover of
I have not heard that. I'm probably gonna have to look that up later. But what the funny thing that he brings up Lucky Star, because one of the videos that's in my YouTube rotation is when they all do the Lucky Star dance in that episode.
Yep.
I want like Muse or Aquars to get up on stage and just do the whole routine in their cheer outfits. That would be so awesome. And Slime Boy says, I've been rewatching Lucky Star, and that's my fave part. I actually need to finish watching Lucky Star. I have the box set sitting behind me, but I could always go and watch it on Crunchyroll since Funimation is shutting it down, you know. That and my Borderlands 3 game is in my Xbox, and I'm too lazy I don't feel like taking it out, you know, because convenience. But, you know.
Yeah, the karaoke parts are funny. They're at the end of every episode. They're doing karaoke.
Oh, yes. But basically, I look at it this way. Azumanga Daioh walked so that Lucky Star could run. It's interesting. I mean, I've come across people who are like, either they like both series or don't like one of the series, you know? And I'm just like,
yeah.
It's basically the same damn thing. It's like watching Friends, but you're in high school. Okay, all right. Enough about that. We're at the part of the show that y'all really stick around for, which is Meanwhile in Japan. Let's see what we have here. You know what? I'll take the second article.
I'll take the first one.
Just so you know, Wild Spice, we've actually had Meanwhile in Japan articles in regards to that. I wish I was kidding.
What? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is more of an update than a crazy thing going on.
Yeah, after the show, I'll look through my OneNote and I'll find the article that kind of started this, and I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Done.
But does Azumanga Daioh explain how to eat a chocolate cornet? No, it does not.
That is true.
Konata shows us how to eat it.
That is true. And I just realized I need to talk to my friend Ari is here. I need to convince her to cosplay Konata, because she is the living embodiment of Konata, except that she's an actual decent student in college.
All right. So, all Tokyo public high schools abolish rules forcing students to dye non-black hair underwear color. What?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On Thursday, the members of Tokyo Metropolitan Board of Education gathered for a regularly scheduled meeting. Ironically, the primary topic of discussion was breaking away from business as usual at city high schools. Recently, there's been an increased discussion in Japan about whether it's time to get rid of certain school rules that are still enforced at some institutions. The largest controversy has been the one surrounding schools that require students to dye their hair black if they had hair that's naturally another color. There's a typo. In order to create a uniform appearance for the student body. Spring is the start of the academic year in Japan, and during 2021 school year, 7 public high schools in Tokyo still required students with natural non-black hair to dye it black. For the 2022 school year that's about to start, though, the rule has been completely abolished and no longer remains in effect at any municipal high school. Another color reform, the 13 high schools that had rules specifying what color of underwear students had to wear will now all leave that choice up to students. The logic behind such rules was that the required colors would prevent students' underwear from being visible through their uniforms, but the sounder logic that as long as the underwear isn't visible, it's nobody's business what color it is has won out. Yes, right. If there's a picture, if this girl's underwear is so distracting as to disrupt the learning environment, teachers shouldn't need to hold an inspection to find out if it's the right color or not.
No, on a side note, if a woman's underwear is that distracting in the classroom, I think you need to talk to the people who are staring in the wrong direction in the first place.
Getting back to hair regulations, the 24 schools that had previously banned the 2-block undercut style in which boys shave their hair short on the sides and grow it out on top have gotten rid of the rule. Though the 2-block has been associated with juvenile delinquents, it also becomes a pretty popular mainstream fashion look that, as we can attest, doesn't immediately lead one to a life of crime. Numerically, the biggest change is a semantic one, but still one students will be happy to see. In a review of school rules by the board, 95 high schools were found to have vague phrases such as in an appropriate manner for a high school student in their conduct policies and directions. Those have now been changed to better address the specific issue using less arbitrary language. Okay. But yeah, that's cool. So, have whatever color hair you want and wear whatever underwear you want.
So instead of me linking you to the story, the story is in this article, so you might want to bookmark it and read those 2 links later.
Okay.
I know that's just effing crazy. Man.
For example, the problem with sending your classmate and teacher hurtling across the room with a Hadoken isn't that it's inappropriate for a high school student, but that it's superpoweredly violent.
Now, if you're playing rival schools, then that's a different story.
I'll drop the link in chat because you can see a nice, lovely picture of the girl Hadoken the guys across the room.
And as Slime Boy says, that's what wearing the wrong underwear will do to a good apple. Make them bad.
Yes.
Oh, good Lord. Okay, all right. So it seems that a Japanese youth conference petitioned the government to end compulsory after-school club activities. Now, I did after-school club activities because I wanted to. You shouldn't be forced to do them, you know? Now, one of the hallmarks of Japanese junior high school and high school life is participating in after-school club activities known as bukkatsu in Japanese. B-U-K-A-T-S-U, bukkatsu. These club activities are divided into sports clubs and cultural clubs like the art club, the calligraphy club, traditional culture club, but the specific number and type of offerings vary by region and school. Joining a club is not just a casual commitment. Students are typically expected to attend their club of choice almost every day after school for a few hours, as well as on a Saturday morning, which can be a huge burden on teachers because their teacher has to be there to make sure that the club is doing as they're told, an overseer. If that sounds like a massive expectation on top of homework and, well, just letting kids have time to be kids, rest assured that club activities are technically optional to join. But are they really, though? That's the thing. It's exactly out of concern for the above point that the nonprofit Japan Youth Conference petitioned the JSA, which is the Japan Sports Agency, on March 9th to find out what's really going on at schools across the country. In the petition, they expressed concern about more than a few cases of junior high or high school students being forced to join a club activity against their will, despite current JSA guidelines clearly stating that participation should be voluntary. As the next steps, the Youth Conference has asked the JSA to raise nationwide awareness about this issue, to request a survey to be implemented among Japanese students in order to gather more facts about the status quo, and to better inform the teaching staff that they must not mandate students to join club activities. If the recent relaxation of certain policies in Tokyo public schools are in any indication, perhaps we'll see a better enforcement of voluntary participation in club activities in the near future. First things first, after school clubs do not need to be more than 1 hour. No more than that. And secondly, and something I was thinking about, homework should not take you 3 hours to complete. I
don't know. Homework always took me a long time to complete.
Same here. It's because of all the stuff that they give you. And sometimes you get that cool teacher that be like, just do this page and that's it, you know? I had teachers where you had to write out the questions and write out the answer. Then there were some teachers like, just give me the answers. This is, you know.
Yeah, my homework took anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour per period.
See, that's no good. Honestly feel the total amount of homework you should have should be at least no more than 2 hours. An hour tops at least, you know. And as Slime Boy says, I was a part of the Go Home Club. Yeah, I was part of the run from the high school to the bus stop to get a good seat on the bus club. And they also said, I have ADHD, and homework was what I struggled the most with in school. Homework, I did some of it. Bonzable6 says, I never realized the importance of a study hall until I saw how much homework I was getting. So if study hall rolled around, I did as much homework as I possibly could. That way when I got home, less homework to do, more time to play video games.
I would start my homework in my other class.
Yep.
That's what I did. The classes that I knew I didn't really have to pay attention to, I would do homework for the other classes.
Yep. That's exactly what I did too. And then, if you had a substitute teacher in that classroom, they're like, this is a study period. Hey.
I'm getting my homework done.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, when I actually did my homework.
And then college rolls around. And I have to say, I've gone to 3 different colleges. And it was sort of like doing homework in junior high half the time. Because in my line of work, which I do tech, you're not going to sell the books. You're going to keep them anyway. I have textbooks that are like maybe 10 years old. Still relevant. So, anywho. Now, our last story, Meanwhile Japan story of the night.
Yeah, so for those of you that are into horror movies and everything, it looks like Sadako has her own YouTube channel. So for those that don't know, that is the Japanese version of The Ring. In the US, The Ring, her name was Samara. But now you can find your favorite horror movie star on her own YouTube channel if you want to learn more about the daily life of a terrifying, well-dwelling spirit. So it's called Sadako no Ido Kurishi, which means Sadako's well life. And it's the first video was uploaded on March 5th, which also happens to be Sadako Day, which is a pun based on the pronunciation of 3 and 5 in Japanese. It was titled, I'm Sadako, I'm starting out on YouTube, please watch Room Tour, with lots of emojis tossed into the title too. It describes what we can expect from Sadako's new YouTube channel. True to her nature, Sadako doesn't speak in the videos, communicating only with gestures and subtitles. She first introduces herself trundling down a residential street with a background of surprisingly cheery music, and tells us that she wants to show everyone the private life of herself as a quote-unquote actress. She then says she's going to give us a tour of her home. When next we see her, she's crawling out of a TV to get into her room.
Lovely.
Her room is a spacious Japanese-style room with about 8 tatamis worth of space. Inside is a television and, shockingly, a well. Sadako explains that the well is where she sleeps, while the nice veranda outside is where she reads her scripts. After officially announcing the name of her channel, Sadako shares the kinds of things she'll be doing in her videos, like playing video games, cooking, and singing popular songs. How she's going to do that, we don't know because she doesn't speak, so yeah. She also asked for ideas on what kinds of things her viewers want, so if you have ideas, be sure to comment on there. The goal was to get 10,000 subscribers, but strangely endearing combination of cute and creepy means that she's already amassed over 31,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Comments on her first video were all full of excitement and good ideas. I never thought there'd be a day when I crushed on Sadako. I'm so happy I get a glimpse of Sadako's everyday life. If you're going to play video games, you have to play as Sadako in Dead by Daylight. I'm looking forward to seeing Sadako's morning routine and a ranking of the easiest TVs to climb in and out of. In the video, she says that once she makes it to 10,000 subscribers, she wants to collaborate with popular YouTuber Hikaken. She's clearly surpassed that goal, so perhaps we'll see a collaboration soon. Sadako has already uploaded a few videos of appearances she made in the public called Sadako's Memories, as well as a Sadako Answers 100 Questions video. Hopefully more Sadako videos are on the way.
You see, that reminds me of a photo that I've seen come across my Facebook from time to time. It says something about, Japan can't make a creepy alien cute, and the undertext says, Japan, hold my sake. And it showed the alien with a piece of toast in their mouth, in a school uniform, and the book bag basically running down the street. Good Lord Almighty.
Not for nothing, I really, really, really hope that they put more than just the Japanese subtitles. I mean, not for nothing, The Ring was a very popular movie in the States.
Yeah.
And because of the whole thing being now on Dead by Daylight, it is seeing, a new light everywhere else. So there are actually a lot of English language comments on this YouTube asking for English subtitles. So we'll see if possibly that happens. But yeah, it's quite an amusing kind of thing on here. Yeah, so...
Now, Slime Boy mentioned Idol Sadako, and I'm like, there's an anime for that. And I could not remember the name of the anime, so I Google searched Dead Idol Anime. Zombieland Saga popped right up. So, if you want more of Idol Sadako, watch Zombieland Saga. Sadako's not in it, but you basically have like 6 zombie girls singing as an idol group. There's 2 seasons. It's good.
Oh my god.
What?
So the newest video that was posted, which was 4 days ago, is Sadako playing Dead by Daylight as Sadako.
Okay, all right. You know
There
who
you go.
You know who you got to send that link to?
And there are English subtitles.
Well,
I think that's just because it's if you hit the closed caption, it comes up in Japanese. I mean, it comes up in English.
I'm going to have to send that to Jamie. She is going to love that. That is so meta.
Yeah. So I'm amused. I'm amused. I'm amused.
It's the little things that amuse you, huh?
Yeah, cause if I'm looking again, I can't read Japanese, so I think this is all the Sadako thing, and if that's the case, then there are 4 videos that are up.
Mm-hmm.
It's her introduction video. It looks like another one asking for video game recommendations, and then 2 of her playing DBD.
Perfect. So
I might have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to subscribe.
I called that.
Okay. Yep, it's subscribed.
See? What did I tell you? All right. Looks like we kind of finished early. I said we take advantage of the time and wrap up the show.
Hell yeah.
And
Woohoo!
indubitably. So, if you like the show, tell a friend. They in turn will tell another friend, and so forth. We're independent bloggers, independent podcasters. We do this for the fun of it. So what we like and don't like, we actually mean that. So, if you have any questions about the show, ideas, suggestions, and so forth, drop us a line at podcast@animejamsession.com. Again, that is podcast@animejamsession.com. We're here to believe you. Don't forget to check out our website at animejamsession.com, where you will find our weekly podcast, cosplay tips and tricks, cosplay interviews. Sorry, I'm hearing noise upstairs, whatever. Cosplay tips and tricks, interviews, anime reviews, editorials, links to our social media where you can check out our convention videos and cosplay photos, and so much more, all at animejamsession.com. And if you like this show and you want to check out more episodes, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, anywhere where you check out your local podcast. Just search Anime Jam Session and episodes will come a-running. And don't forget to follow us on our social media pages. It's for YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. It's Anime Jam Session. Follow us on those so you can see when we have new videos going up, brand new convention photos, might have some behind-the-scenes stuff, articles when we're going live, and then some. And don't forget, we have a tip jar down below. You can click on a link for our Stream Elements or our Ko-Fi for a few dollars. We really appreciate that. You can always throw us some bits, and we appreciate that too. And more or less, auto hosting is back, so please host us when we go live. It's little things that gets the word out. So now we're going to go around the room. Last words. Mako-chan.
I will be doing my flooring this weekend, and I am attempting to have a housewarming party at some point in April.
Cool. Woo-hoo. My last word. No. Wild Spice. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I need to finish costumes for next weekend for ZenkaiCon.
I feel that. I definitely feel that. My last words. I'm going to try on some of the stuff I got, make sure they fit properly. And I'm going to get back into playing the Strangers in Paradise demo and get some time in on the new Guardians of the Galaxy game. I have a Game Pass, so why not? So that is it. End of list. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. Ari will be here. We're going to get hyped for Zenkai. Hopefully when we come back, we'll have the whole gang on together to talk and have good times and cool, fun stuff. So, yeah. I'm Ranma.
I'm Mako-chan.
And a Wild Spice.
Great fight, great night. See you next week.
Night.
Good night, everybody.
Say goodnight, Mako-chan.
Good night, Mako-chan.
Awesome. Perfect. We're out of here. See you next week.
This podcast has been a production of Anime Jam Session and AJS Productions. No fanboys and fangirls were hurt, maimed, shot, electrocuted, or pistol whipped in this episode. For now. The views, opinions, and thoughts expressed on this show do not reflect the staff or the network as a whole. But we're still right, damn it. For transcripts of this episode, start typing. Check us out at animejamsession.com and vognetwork.com for more information about us and other programming. Jamatane!